house is worth that. Right? Okay. Okay, and your home, okay, I have a home buyers kit which I talk about. It's a collaboration of books that I have from state, city, federal government agencies, and local municipalities that have a wealth of real estate information in it. And I call it a home buyers kit. And it has, we're going to be talking also about, we're going to be going, when you get a copy of the book, we're going to be actually going over it like a workshop right here. I'm going to be teaching it to you right here on TV. And if you're at home in the comfort of your living room, you can actually follow, okay, where we're going. You'll probably need a copy of the book in order to be able to be able to understand what I'm saying, because then there'll be exercises that you'll have to read. Excuse me. Again, I'm talking about my book, Free Money for Home Buyers, which is available on Lulu.com, and it is copyrighted under the state laws of the state of New York. Now, if you're on Section 8 right now, if you're not on Section 8, you can get on Section 8 tomorrow. You have to be on receiving Section 8 rental voucher for 1 year before you can take advantage of the home ownership voucher program. Okay? Remember that. Section 8 rental voucher is what you currently have to rent an apartment. Okay, but a home ownership voucher will allow you to purchase a home under the Section 8 program. Now, the same percentage of rent that is paid by your Section 8 rental voucher will be the same percentage of rent that's paid, mortgage that will be paid by your home ownership voucher. And it's generally 70%. So you, the homeowner, you, the tenant, are paying 30% of the rent. You, the homeowner, you'll be paying 30% of the mortgage. Okay? And in addition to that, there are other programs that I talk about in here that you can take advantage of that can add to that. For example, the house may be listed at a higher price. Okay, you get it for a lower price than what they're listing it for, because there's what they call a subsidy grant. And the subsidy grant is given to the nonprofit organization to lower the purchase price of the house, thereby enabling you to qualify for the home just that much easier and sooner. Okay, now you will qualify for the home, you will purchase the home. Okay, let me give you some numbers. Let's say the house is, they're selling it for $100,000, okay? And there are some houses that are available for sale right now under these programs. So if you're interested in purchasing one of these houses and finding out how you can take advantage of these programs, please contact me. Okay, you can email me sblack2001@gmail.com. You can Facebook me, Dr. Sylvia Black. You can also visit my YouTube address, sblack2001. And you can email me, sblack2001@gmail.com. Did I say that already? You can call me or text me at 716-602-7213. Okay, and that will actually get you in the door of finding out more information about this. To get a copy of this book, please go to www.lulu.com. And then you can search Free Money for Home Buyers, or put my name in there, Sylvia Black, and then it'll come up with my author spotlight. If you email me, I'll email you the actual website where you can go directly to my author's page, and that'll show you all the books that I've written, and you can get a copy from right there, instead of getting lost in the shuffle of all the other books that are there with similar names. Okay, now, that was called the Section 8 home ownership voucher. Now, we talked about the subsidy grants that are available. That would reduce the price, and it's up to $30,000 that you will be given. They just say, they'll say, here, Miss Home Buyer, here's $30,000, but it's going to the seller. Okay, so it's not actually going in your pocket. What a shame, right? Boo. Okay, but there's more. There's $30,000 in equity now that you have in that house. So once you close the deal on the house, once that ink dries on that closing statement, you can then go to the bank and say, hello, Mr. Banker, I'd like to borrow $30,000. Because now your mortgage is only going to be about $70,000. Okay? And now you know you have another $30,000 in equity, because you know that originally they was going to sell the house for $100,000, right? So you go to the bank and you say, Mr. Banker, I'd like to borrow $30,000. Do you know what you could do with $30,000? Do you know what I can do with $30,000 in this rough economy that we are having? We're having such a hard time in this economy with jobs, with income period, you know what I mean? And then there's so many disadvantages that are taking place. I mean, just the economy is just shot. You know, we need people like you who have big ideas and big dreams, who are daring to step out on faith and say, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to dare to try to get me a home. Why? Because maybe I might even become an investor. You know, here I'm working, I got a good job now, I got good pay, got a great place to live, I'm comfortable. But do you want to stay there? Okay, I need people like you who are willing to think big and step outside of the box and say, hey, you know what? I want to give this a try. Because maybe my first home, and then that'll end up leading me into being a self-employed person. You can create an opportunity for a lot of people to make additional money, including yourself. Okay? And your children as well. You'll have a legacy to leave to your children. I mean, it changes your whole attitude. You know, you're a different person now. You're not, you know, the same. If you're angry, you know, your blood pressure just automatically comes down. You're so calm now because you know that this is my home. I own it. And even if you pay your rent on time, even if you have Section 8 living in that house, you can still get put out. You may never have missed a rental payment in your life. And I run into a lot of this when I'm finding apartments and houses for tenants. You know, people come to me and say they're looking for an apartment. And I have an apartment for you, and they're looking for it. And I'm saying, you know what? Why are you moving? You know, this is one of the questions that I ask. And they say, you know, because the owner's selling the house. Well, see, if you owned that house, you would not have to worry about moving because you... And I've run into people who've been living in their houses for 10 years, 12 years, 15, 17 years. And now they have to move because the owner is selling the house. And I tell them, look, I'm not a lawyer, and I can't represent you in court. If you want to take them to court, you'd have to do it yourself. But there is a legal way that you can keep that house. You'd have to drag them to court, and it may or may not be worth it for you. So maybe if that's the best thing, you just want to move, then hey, I got a house for you. I got an apartment for you. Matter of fact, I have houses for rent. If you're getting Section 8 rental voucher, I have some houses for you to rent, okay, that are available. 4-bedroom houses, single-family houses that are available, brand new carpet, brand new furnace, brand new hot water tank, carpeting, new windows, window guards on the windows, everything brand new. Okay, if you're looking for a house and you're on Section 8 rental voucher, come to me. And then if next year, if you've been on it for a year, and you're living somewhere, you got a place, and you say, I want to own a home, I want to find out, then you need to come to the workshop, and I need you to register in advance. I know there'll be a lot of people that will decide at the last minute to come. But the reason why I need you to register in advance, I have a registration application that I need, and then it depends, I may have a book specifically catered toward you. But if you go on my author's page at lulu.com, then you'll find all the different books that I've written. I've written several real estate books. This one, I've written a mortgage relief program, which talks about foreclosure. I've written, I can't think of the name of them right now, but Fundamentals of Housing and Community, Fundamentals of Housing and Community, I can't think of the last word. And then I have Fundamentals of Real Estate and Investment Strategies. Fundamentals of Housing and Community Strategies, Fundamentals of Real Estate and Investment Strategies. Okay, and then there's another book that I can't remember what I wrote, what it's about. There's a couple of other real estate books that I've written. But I'll have a copy of this one at workshop. I don't know if I'll have all of them there or not. But definitely I will sign it for you if you decide to get a copy there. Or if you have one online, bring it with you and I'll autograph it at the workshop. Remember, the workshop is going to be on Saturday, January 10th. At the Church of Fellowship World at 878 Humboldt Parkway, which is right in the corner of Utica Avenue and Humboldt. Okay? And there's free parking, okay? Or on-street parking, I should say. But it's free. And so you just got to find out where, you know. And for details about it, you need to email me because I can't talk about those details on here. And of course, this book, Free Money for Home Buyers, is available on lulu.com. For all of those tenants that I have rented apartments to that are on Section 8, I'm going to be sending you an invitation, a letter in the mail, so that you'll be getting a personal invitation. And don't think of, you know, if you have to spend some money, you know, whatever, don't think of it as money, just think of it as an investment. Okay? There's also what we call down payment and closing costs, which will help you with your down payment and closing costs. You can pay as much as 20% for down payment and closing costs. And there's assistance that's available to help you through state, city, federal government auspices, as well as local municipalities and private industries that offer these assistance to you as a first-time home buyer. Okay, and especially to low to moderate income individuals and families. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be on, welfare to be low income. Low income could be it's a guideline. It's set depending on the median of the area, the locality. Okay, the income may be different for the east side of Buffalo as opposed to the west side of Buffalo. Okay, or the income will be different for New York City as opposed to West New York. Okay, that's what I mean when I say that. So there's down payment and closing cost assistance available to you to help you initiate purchase the house and to help you close the deal on the house. Now please don't get me wrong, my brothers and sisters, you're going to have some money of your own. So please don't come to me with no money. Don't come to the closing table with no money, because you will not get the keys. You got to have some money. That's why you're working, okay? So yes, these programs are there to help you, not do it for you. So please don't misunderstand me when I say that these programs are here for you to help. There's a lot of programs that are available, but you have to put one foot in front of the other one and say, hey, I'm going to try that. I want to see what she's talking about. I'm going to come to her workshop on January 10th at Fellowship World at 878 Humboldt Parkway, right on the corner of Utica Avenue, on Saturday, January 10th from 10 to 2. Okay, and you have to contact me for the details at sblack3001@gmail.com. You can text me at sblack3001 and you can text me at 716-602-7213. Okay, so I would like to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You. And I know for the last couple of weeks I've been talking about my other book, Your Faith Has Made You Whole. So if you have enough faith as small as a grain of mustard seed, and you believe that God has something in store for you, come out to my workshop and see what God has for you. Okay? A free home, free money is a lot of talk. I'll talk about a lot of, and where a lot of these programs that are initiated, we're attempting to ask the director of the program to come out and actually speak about the program that I have written about in this book. So please come out to the workshop. Please join me again next week right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20, Real Estate, Religion, and You. 6:30 to 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, prime time, y'all. And Saturdays from 12:30 to 1. And if you're an investor, or if you're into real estate, if you're looking to join a real estate club, if you're an investor, you're looking to buy some property, give me a holler. Let's work together. Let's collaborate our efforts together. And let's think and dream big, okay? Let's step out on faith and do something really big, okay, in the name of the Lord. And we can help accomplish a lot of these things in this hard economy. We're going to turn it around ourselves. We're not going to wait for the city or the state or the federal government to do it. We're going to do it ourselves, okay? So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'd like you to please join me again next week. Visit my YouTube address. Come out to my workshop. Call me, holler at me, Facebook me, email me, text me, visit my YouTube address. You can reach me, okay? And I want you to holler at a sister, y'all. I'll see you next week.